Hi there! Well, today's video is going to be July favorites, and I really enjoy bringing you these videos each month. I like talking to you about products that are new to me and some old loves, just things that I've been enjoying throughout the month, and I think I have some great things to share with you this time around. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my beauty favorites. My first favorite is something that is new to me this month. I have brought you a video in the past about my favorite facial exfoliating scrub, which is still the Bliss Micro Magic, but it is a little pricey, so I was trying to find something that would work for sort of in between. I don't want to discontinue using this, but I want to be able to purchase it a little bit less often, and I do like to exfoliate my skin at least 2 to 3 times a week. So I've been looking for something a little bit more cost effective that I could maybe use every other time to sort of extend the life of this product. So I picked this up. This is the St. Ives Even and Bright Pink Lemon and Mandarin Orange Scrub. So this is very refreshing. It has a nice amount of grit to it. This probably has some of the most grit of anything that I've used before, and it's also very refreshing. This is more of a minty type of scrub though, and this is more of a citrus type scrub. But it is very nice, and it's probably one of the more effective ones that I've found from the drugstore. I mentioned to you in the video, I think it was on the review video about this product, that I have to be pretty picky about scrubs that I use because I am tree nut allergic, and a lot of the scrubs from the drugstore use walnut shell as their exfoliating base. But this one I was drawn to because it uses silica. So this is something that I was really comfortable using. Now I will say a couple times that I've used this, my skin felt a little bit tight afterwards, but I was also having quite a bit of allergy problems a little while back, and so I think it was just a little bit dehydrated. My skin was dehydrated from all of that going on. So the past 2 times that I've used this, I've not experienced that tightness and drying. But just something to be aware of. If you do have dry skin, you might want to think about that. See if there's any ingredients that you typically find irritating, but this has not irritated my skin in any way. I think it's very effective, and I really like that I can now use this to alternate back and forth and maybe extend the life of this a little bit. But this is just a really nice way to perk your skin up in the morning. It's got a very refreshing citrusy scent, so I really have been enjoying this. Alright, my next favorite is just a couple of eyeshadow looks I've really been enjoying this month. I've really been just sort of craving a very simple beauty routine. Not only is it very hot here, but it is so steamy. We are well into our rainy season here, and so I just don't really want a lot of heavy eye makeup or face makeup on. So I've been really gravitating toward the one shadow looks. So I just did that tag video for you, and I thought I'd talk to you in this video a little bit about a couple of the favorites that I've been using this month. So the first one, it's going to be very obvious to you that this is a very much loved shadow. This is Laura Mercier Bamboo. I mentioned it to you in the one shadow tag as one of my favorites, and I'm actually wearing it today. Now this is not a one shadow look. I'm actually using a lot of shadows from this palette, but this is just one that I really love, and I will be replacing soon. As you can see, I've hit some serious pan on this, but it's just such a great bronzy brown, very light and sheer bronzy brown color for an everyday look, and I just really love the formula of this shadow. It's one of her lusters. So speaking of one shadow looks, this was another color that I mentioned that is new to me, but I've really been enjoying it this month, and it's just taken me forever to pick it up. This is Wet n Wild Nutty. I was able to get this on a buy one get one half off sale, so I also bought Brûlée. These are both really nice colors, and I am wearing Brûlée today as my brow bone highlight, and I've been wearing this actually every day since I bought it. It's just a really perfect match for my skin tone, so it's a very nice natural way to highlight that, especially when you're not wearing a lot of other makeup, so you don't want it to be too shimmery or anything like that. So this is a great color, all-purpose color. And then of course Nutty is a very similar dupe for MAC Satin Taupe. It's just one of those great, very flattering taupes on a variety of skin tones, and it's also very cost effective, of course, at I think at full price it's 99 cents, and then between the two of these with the sale I got them for $1.50 for both. So that was a really nice surprise, that something that a lot of you have known about for a very long time, but this one is finally new to me. And then finally, to complete my simple makeup look this month, I've really been just enjoying a simple nude gloss, which is what I'm wearing today with a lip liner, and this is Urban Decay Naked. This is one of my favorite glosses. I just love the color of this. It kind of goes with the other Naked items in Urban Decay's line. You know, it's just very simple. It's just very flattering. It's a very natural kind of color, just a very natural pink. It just gives your lips a little bit of shimmer. This doesn't have a lot of chunky glitter or anything like that in it. It's just a very nice natural sheen. I just think it's a very pretty color, especially when you're not wearing a lot of other makeup. You don't want your lips to maybe be too bold and too bright, but this is a really simple way to kind of give you a more flattering look. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to my lifestyle favorites. So my first favorite in the lifestyle category has to be my Travelon Crossbody bag. I will link to the review that I did of this bag down below, but this has actually really surprised me. I knew that I wanted a crossbody bag for a really long time for traveling and for days when you're going to be walking around, say, a theme park or the zoo and you want to be hands-free. But what's really surprised me about this bag is that I've actually been using it just around town. It's been really nice to be hands-free at the grocery store. I was wearing it at first because I was going to be reviewing it for you and I just really wanted to experience it in a lot of different settings, and then I got really used to carrying it around, and it's just so convenient just to not have to think about it. I also don't have to set my bag down in the cart and then worry about anyone take anything from it when I may be distracted at the grocery store. But it's just been so nice to be able to be at stores and not have to have this big tote on my shoulder and kind of put it behind me or set it down or take it off. And so this has been really convenient, and it is large enough to carry all of the items that I need, so I don't feel like I have to really pick and choose between my essentials. But it's also streamlined enough where it's not, you know, too big and too heavy or anything like that. It's very, very comfortable with this nice wide strap to wear crossbody. So I've really been enjoying this month. And then my next favorite is probably my most favorite of all of my items this month. I am so excited about this. I love this little thing. This is my new Kindle Paperwhite, and this is one of the Kindle cases. So let me open this up for you. So here it is inside. I purchased this from Best Buy. I'm going to be doing a video for you just about the Kindle. Not so much a technical review, but maybe just a little bit more about my experience with it, why I chose it, why I like it. I am completely new to Kindles. This is my first one. I've always used an iPad, and I have some reasons that wasn't working out for me anymore, and so I wanted to move on to a Kindle. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it in this video, but I just absolutely love this thing. And speaking of books, I've been doing a lot more reading this month, and so one of the ones I wanted to mention to you as a favorite this month is Me Before You. That was such a great book, and I can't talk to you too much about it without giving away a lot of the plot, but it's very smartly written. It really draws you in. You really want to laugh at some points, and then you feel like it might be a little more sad at points, but it's such an interesting read. The only advice that I can give you about this book without giving anything away is that you might want to read the first part of the book wherever you're comfortable, but you might want to save the last few chapters to read in private somewhere. So that's all I will say about it, but this book is going to stay with you for a very long time. It just really stayed on my mind for several days after I read it. It was just an excellent, excellent read. Now let's shift gears and talk about a completely different kind of favorite. We have a couple of new chairs that we are loving this month. So these are called, and I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce this, but it's either Kijaro or Kijaro chairs. It's Kijaro, and of course I will list this down below for you. But we had a couple of very sad beach chairs. They were sort of the sling style, but when you would sit down in them, you would almost just melt into them. They had absolutely no support. They were really, really uncomfortable. So we were looking to get something new, and we happened to spend some time with a friend of ours that had this particular type of chair. So he let us try them out, and we were sold right away. They are just very comfortable, and they keep their shape so the seat doesn't sag when you sit down on them. They're also lightweight enough that I can carry my own chair back and forth to the beach, which is really nice. They have their own carrying case with a strap over the top of it, so you can just throw that over your shoulder, and makes it really nice to store them. We've actually just been keeping them in the back of our car now because sometimes we might be out and about somewhere and we decide we want to go to the beach, or we want to do something to go take some photography or do something like that. We want to just have them with us, and they're really easy to store back there since they do have those cases that keep them nice and compact. But they come in a lot of color choices. My husband's favorite color is this bright green, so he got that one for him. And then I chose the blue because that way if any of our friends wanted to borrow our chairs, they may not enjoy the hot pink or the purple the way that I would, so I just got something that maybe everyone would like. So we really enjoyed those. So if you are looking for a new beach chair, camping chair, any kind of chair, really do check these out. My final favorite is a food favorite because I don't think I ever go a single month without bringing you something new that I love to eat. I like trying new things and I seem to always find something new at the grocery store, and this one's been particularly yummy this past month. So I've been on sort of an English muffin kick, and with my English muffins I like to have some sort of fruit spread. I think I mentioned to you in a previous video that I don't really like to eat fruit. I don't like whole fruit, but I do like fruity flavored things. So this month I purchased the Smuckers Fruit and Honey Spread. This is in triple berry. There are 3 other flavors. I found this near the peanut butters and jellies at my grocery store. This is very sweet, I will say that, but it is delicious. So if you like a combination of a jam or jelly type of product along with honey, this is really, really yummy. I've been enjoying using this on its own or with a little bit of butter or with peanut butter, and it just makes a really good breakfast. I think I would like to try the other flavors as well. I think there was a strawberry, maybe a blueberry, and then one other sort of tropical type flavor, but I always like a triple berry because I like the combination of the different berry flavors. So this was really good. Check it out if you are interested in something like this for your breakfast. So those are all of my favorites for the month of July. I thank you as always so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.